everyone. Hope you're all doing great so far. Today we are going to solve some very basic questions from the chapter Forces to give you all an overview on what the chapter is all about. Four forces act at a point as shown. What is the size of the resultant force? As the forces acting upwards and downwards are equal, they cancel each other out. And the 8 Newton force acting leftwards along with the 4 Newton acting towards the right side creates a resultant force of 4 Newton towards the left. So the correct answer is option B. A tractor pulls a trailer at a constant speed. The tractor exerts a force of 1600 Newton forwards on the trailer. What force is exerted by the trailer on the tractor? The tractor exerts an action force of 1600 Newton, to which the reaction force, which is the force that would be in turn exerted by the trailer on the tractor, would be the same force acting backwards. So option B is the correct answer. In option A, adding the two forces of 10 Newton and then subtracting the total from 30 Newton would give us a resultant force of 10 Newton to the right. Similarly, in option B, if we subtract the total of 20 Newton from the 10 Newton force, we will get a 10 Newton force as a resultant working rightwards. And for option C, we simply add the two forces of 5 Newton each and then subtract the total from 30 Newton, which would give us 20 Newton to the left as a resultant force. And for the last option, one more time, we add all the 5 Newton forces to get a resultant force of 15 Newton working to the left side. After calculating from all the options, we get option C, producing the highest resultant force, 20 Newton. And that's our answer. The diagram shows a block of stone on a rough horizontal surface. Force P acts as on the block as shown. The block is at rest. A frictional force F acts on the block, which row shows the direction and the size of force F. The direction of force P is to the right. Friction, being an opposing force, works to the left. As it is mentioned in the question that the box is at rest, we can say that there is no resultant force that could make it change its state of motion. So the size of friction is the same as the size of force P. So this makes option C the answer. A man pushes a heavy box along the ground. A force acts between the man's hands and the box. Another force acts between the man's feet and the floor. In which direction do these forces act on the man? If we follow the diagram, the man is trying to move the box to the right, and so the direction of force on the man's hand would be to the right. So the action force is to the right, but the question asks us for the reaction force, which is the force exerted on the man by the box and the floor. So the direction of the force exerted on the man's hand would be to the left. At the same time, he is trying to gain enough support so as to exert a higher force to make the box move. So the direction of the action force is to the left, but the reaction force would be working to the right side. Balanced forces are acting on a moving body. What happens to the direction of movement and to the speed of the body? When the force is acting on a body or balance, it refers to there being no resultant force. This causes a body to stay at the state of motion it was and does not cause any change. So the answer is option D. The front wheel of a car is turned in a clockwise direction by the engine as the car accelerates towards the right, as shown in the diagram. There is a force of friction between the wheel and the road. What are the directions of the frictional forces on the wheel of the car and on the road? The wheels are rotating clockwise, so that means that they are moving towards the left. In order to oppose the direction, friction on the wheels works towards the right. The entire body, however, is moving to the right, so the friction working on the car is towards the left side. This makes option C the answer. That is all for today's video. Hope you all liked it and thanks for watching. Bye!